Hi, I'm Mike Duggan, President and CEO of the Detroit Medical Center. We believe that access to quality health care is the right of every human being, so we're actively involved in many studies and trials aimed at advancing technology and improving the lives of our patients. And that's why the Cardiovascular Institute is participating in an exciting new study for patients who suffer from severe aortic stenosis. This disease affects more than 100,000 Americans. The standard treatment is open heart surgery, but a significant number of these patients are too high risk to undergo such an invasive procedure. The Medtronic CoreValve transcatheter aortic valve implantation is a less invasive option that's being tested through this U.S. clinical trial. The Cardiovascular Institute is home to some of the country's top physicians and the most progressive technology, making it the ideal place for procedures such as this. We invite you, as referring physicians, to participate in this trial, and we look forward to partnering with you to improve the lives of your patients.
Narrowing of the aortic valve is becoming an increasingly frequent disease in our aging population. In fact, for individuals over the age of 80, at least 1 in 10 has significant or severe narrowing of the aortic valve. And when patients with aortic stenosis develop symptoms of shortness of breath, chest pain, or lightheadedness, the disease has become life-threatening. With medical treatment only, over 50% of patients with severe aortic stenosis die by 1 year. The traditional solution for this disease is to surgically, through open chest methods, replace the aortic valve, which requires cardiopulmonary bypass. With the advent of transcatheter valve replacement, which is done minimally invasive through an incision through the groin, we can now replace the aortic valve with a new biologic artificial valve in a procedure that only takes about half an hour to do.
The patient doesn't have to be on cardiopulmonary bypass. The chances of pain is much less than a standard operation. Recovery time depends on the stamina of the patients. Patients who are very frail, sometimes, let's say, a few days in hospitals. But if somebody is not very frail, can be home within 3-4 days after the operation.
CVI and its team members have a long-standing experience in the treatment of aortic valve narrowing. On the surgical side, Dr. Coffey is one of the most experienced cardiac surgeons in the United States. On the cardiology side, I'm probably one of the most experienced balloon valvuloplasty interventional cardiologists in the entire country. There are several transcatheter valve programs available in the state of Michigan for cardiologists and primary care physicians to refer their patients with severe aortic valve narrowing who they believe might benefit from minimally invasive therapies. These are all very experienced, very solid institutions, but the DMC Cardiovascular Institute is uniquely designed for returning the patient to the referring physician, and while the patient is in the care of the Cardiovascular Institute staff, referring physicians participate continuously and directly. Those interventional cardiologists that want to follow their patient during the CoreValve procedure as part of our CoreValve referring network of physicians frequently already have privileges to participate in the procedure as part of our large and very experienced team. In addition, we generate online electronic medical record reports, and referring physicians actually have the option of viewing films of the CoreValve procedure right in their office as soon as the procedure is completed. So our Cardiovascular Institute looks at itself as a purely referral facility. The DMC Cardiovascular Institute was conceived about 3 years ago to provide beyond cutting-edge, minimally invasive cardiovascular care to the very sick population that's unique to Michigan. We have the oldest, sickest, most obese, most hypertensive, most patients with renal failure in the country who have a lot of cardiovascular disease that need a fresh approach. Our approach delivers high technology in a collaborative fashion with the newest facilities and the newest administrative concepts right here in downtown Detroit. This is a multidisciplinary team that consists of over 20 cardiologists, 5 cardiac surgeons, several vascular surgeons, all supported by a very experienced group of cardiac and vascular nurses and support staff. This multidisciplinary team working together has been heretofore unprecedented in the state of Michigan.
I just left my previous employment where I was for 21 years, and I can tell you, I asked myself, why did it take so long? This place is just spectacular. I am thrilled to be here. It's exciting. I'm surrounded by highly intelligent, brilliant people, extremely competent and friendly staff. There are amazing facilities and a lot of great ideas, and the patient care is phenomenal.
Cardio Team 1 is the highest level of care in the country because you have a board-certified interventional cardiologist that's actually in the hospital. They don't have to come in from home. The entire staff and team are waiting for the patient. Where anywhere else in the country, the patient has to wait for the specialty team to come in.
Our Cardio Team 1 program, that's the backbone of the Cardiovascular Institute, has achieved the shortest door-to-balloon times in the country and in fact in the world. A patient arriving with a heart attack can expect to have their blood vessel open in 45 minutes, whereas in the United States as a whole, 90 minutes has been set as the target level, which has not been met at most institutions. As part of Vanguard Health System's acquisition of Detroit Medical Center, a close to $1.2 billion investment in inner city and Detroit and the metropolitan area has been made. $125 million will be spent on developing an entirely new building called the Cardiovascular Institute Tower, where all complex procedures and initial reception and post-procedural care will be delivered. This will be supported by the most advanced electronic medical record system in the country. To this end, we have the best and most experienced physicians delivering care at time zero, the most experienced support staff, the best services, and with the construction of the new Cardiovascular Institute, the best physical plant to deliver this cardiovascular care to our Michigander and Great Lakes population.